morning, children. Today we are going to start chapter 2 of your civics, constitutional design. Now, in democracy, there are certain basic rules that citizens and the government have to follow. All these rules together known as constitution. Now, democratic constitution in South Africa, how was that? After a long struggle of freedom, they struggled a long time for freedom. South Africa became independent and got its democratic constitution. Now Nelson Mandela, he fought for its freedom and for rights and equality among black and white people. Along with 7 other leaders, he was sentenced to life imprisonment in 1964 for opposing apartheid regime. Now he spent 28 years in South Africa's most fearful prison, Robben Island. Now struggle against apartheid. Apartheid was the name of a system. What is apartheid? That is the name of a system of racial discrimination unique to South Africa. It was imposed by the white Europeans on the blacks. Now black and white natives, during the 17th and 18th centuries, large number of whites settled in South Africa and became the local ruler. Due to the settlement of whites, the system of apartheid divided the people on the basis of their skin color. The native black people made up about 3/4 of the population in South Africa. Besides these two classes, there were colored people or mixed races and migrated Indians. Discrimination against non-whites. The white rulers, they treated all non-whites as inferior citizens. Slowly, the apartheid system started oppressing blacks. In this system, the non-whites did not have voting rights and they were forbidden from living in white areas. The non-whites could work in white areas only if they had a permit. Train, buses, taxi, hotel, cinema hall, swimming pool, beaches, institution, public toilet, everything was separate for blacks and for the whites. This was known as segregation. Now formation of African National Congress and way to a new constitution. Since 1950, the blacks, colored and the Indians, they fought against this system. They launched protest marches and strike. The African National Congress, ANC, they led this movement. Many workers' unions, the Communist Party and sensitive whites, they joined this ANC to oppose the apartheid. Apartheid was declared unjust and racist by several countries in the world. As protest and struggle increased, government changed its policies by repealing discriminatory laws, ban on political parties, and restriction on the media, those were removed. After spending 28 years in jail, Nelson Mandela became a free person. Now finally, at the midnight of 26 April 1994, the new democratic state of the Republic of South Africa emerged. The apartheid government came to an end. Equality of races in South Africa. After the emergence of the democratic South Africa, black leaders, they appealed to fellow blacks to forgive the whites whatever atrocities they have committed when they were in power. They wanted to build up a new South Africa based on equality of all races. The party that ruled through oppression and the party that led the freedom struggle, they sat together to draw up a common constitution. They included somebody, they included everybody in the society, whatever they might have done or represented in the past. This spirit summed up in the preamble to the South African Constitution. This South African Constitution inspires democrats all over the world. Now South Africa is seen as a model of democracy. Now what was the need of the Constitution? Constitution is required, you have read in the first chapter, to safeguard the interest of common people, whether they belong to major community or minor community. Now some basic rules for everybody. The whites agreed to the principle of majority rule and one person, one vote. They also agreed to accept some basic rights for the poor and the workers. The blacks agreed that majority rule would not be absolute. So they wrote down some rules which everyone had to obey and all future governments would have to follow. These rules made up the Constitution. Now we need Constitution to fulfill some tasks. What are those tasks? It generates a degree of trust and coordination among people that is necessary for the different kinds of people living together. Second, it specifies how the government will be constituted and who will have the power to make the decisions. Third, it lays down limits to the powers of the government and also specifies the rights of the citizen. It also expresses the aspiration of the people about creating a good society. Now, how Indian Constitution was made? Okay, Indian Constitution I'll start on the next day. So today up till here, okay, thank you.